Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Techie Housewife. I kind of did something that wasn't actually all that planned. Kind of made a spur of the moment decision a couple days back and acted on it last night. So that's what I want to talk about today. Come on, let's go find out what it was. So first of all, I wasn't sure that I was all that interested in picking up what I picked up last night. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, you know what? It's probably a good idea to do this. And it's always good to update the old one, right? So this is what I did. I picked up the Nintendo Switch OLED, or for those of you who are super particular, OLED. And I was really surprised they had this. What the idea was yesterday was to go trade everything in. We really didn't think that they would have it in stock because they haven't had it in stock. We were actually asking them about it the other day, and they said they haven't been able to keep it in stock. So we really weren't thinking they would have it. I won't be able to compare them together, but I took my old Switch, a bunch of games I had, some controllers I had from different things that we don't ever use and will never use, and traded them in. And what's really cool is it completely covered the cost of this, and I had $1.99 left over. Pretty cool, right? So I feel really good about that. I didn't spend any extra money. I just took what I had, traded it in, and it paid for this. Now, they only had the white, if you can see that there. They only had white, and he checked all around to see if anybody else had anything in stock, and nobody, like north or south or anywhere, had any in stock, let alone a different color. So what I want to do is open it, take a look, and let you do that with me. So especially since I wasn't expecting to actually get one. I was thinking that, hey, I ordered Steam Deck. I really don't need the new Switch OLED. But after thinking about it, how could I not, right? And that's what this channel is about. Technology, new, old, whatever. So let's do this. Let's open it and see if it's super duper cool. Let's go. So it's a basic box. I like the size of the box, actually. I'm just weird. I like things like this. And we have a 7-inch OLED screen with 64 gigs of system memory, dock with LAN port, and an adjustable stand. Looks like we have a pretty cool kickstand there. The back just shows us a little more of what it looks like, and a little more information on the other side of what exactly is in the box. So let's open this thing. When you open it, the box immediately gives you instructions. Plug it in, set it up. Let's get this out of here. We have the left and right Joy-Cons here. The screen, of course. I'll take that out as well. I don't want to get any fingerprints on it already. Just looking at it like this itself, you can definitely tell the difference in screen size without even having them next to each other. And of course, there's your little kickstand, but we'll get to that later. Also here, I believe these must be, yeah. This is just some basic information from Nintendo. And let's take that off. It's like the dock. What's up, Doc? See. So, aside from the color being different than what I had last time, I see a huge difference here with the way they've cut the back for the cord to go through. That's interesting. And we have the LAN, HDMI out, and AC adapter. I do like the white, actually. Now that I have it out looking at it, I think it's really pretty. Okay, what cords do we have here? This is the HDMI cord. Then we have the power supply, power adapter. We have the little Joy-Con straps. And then we also have the Joy-Con grip, which is all nice and shiny and new. Isn't it pretty? So, I'm sorry, I didn't really give you a good look at these, did I? So these are the Joy-Cons. And I love that feeling. They're so smooth, almost silky smooth. But there you go. It's a nice look at that. The triggers. And buttons feel really nice on it. Everything feels like a really good quality here. I'll get this set up and I'll be right back. Okay, as you see, I've got my game loaded. But if you notice already, I hope it shows through to the camera, that the colors are like kind of darker and richer, very vibrant. I really, really like that. Let's go jump on a horse. So the sun is setting. Let's go to the brighter area. Why don't we go trot over and see a nice sunset. Look at that. Okay, let's get off of the horse. Let's eat some stuff up. So the only real change I feel or see would be with the screen. The gameplay is feeling pretty much the same. But when it was a little brighter earlier, because now the game is going into a darker mode because of sunset, the colors are beautiful. You can really tell the difference. And the screen is bigger. You're seeing more of an area on here, which to me, that part doesn't matter because when I play Switch, I play it on a TV, so the OLED screen doesn't really appeal to me that much. If you are someone who does like to play it just as a handheld, you will love the colors, the vibrance, the hues, everything. I guarantee you will love that. Plus, you have more screen to look at, so that will probably be very helpful for you. But for someone who just plays on TV, I'm not so sure. Kitty kitty treasure. Oh, I already got that earlier. Or did I? I got it, yes. Okay, so I want to play Breath of the Wild now and see what that looks like, because that's a gorgeous game. So that will really tell us how this is. So while we're waiting for that to download, there have been no hiccups or any weird things happening with the Joy-Cons, so that's good. I know we had some issues with our old Switch Joy-Cons. People would be in the middle of games and all of a sudden they would just kind of disconnect and things like, just weird things like that. They wouldn't be able to control things, but so far these have been pretty good. But I've only done the setup and I've played a little bit of the Lego movie, so we'll see. I'm at an odd angle, it's hard to see. So you see the colors, do you see? It does look really, it looks super dark here, almost too dark. I can't really see what's going on that side. So it has darkened things quite a bit, but also the colors you can see much more vivid. Like if you look down here, these are super, like I was just playing this game like 2 days ago. So it's really burned in my mind what these looked like before, and they seemed bright to me then, but now they seem super bright. They seem very saturated. Just the color is just exploding from them. The OLED display definitely makes a difference in visuals, like I said earlier. I need to go see another room. Maybe we can see some other stuff. I hear somebody. Why am I whispering? Jude right there. Let's go fighting. Hey, look, the sun is coming out. Whoops. Now you can see. Look at those greens. Okay, look back here. You can see how red he is right in there. And the green, the orange, popping like crazy. So, yep, he saw me. But right now I'm not playing, so. Oh, don't want to use that one. I love how it looks. The OLED display, yes, that makes a huge difference. The gameplay, I don't feel any difference whatsoever. Now, the OLED display is supposed to make dark colors darker and black's true black, like completely black. So that is really good for some things, and again, maybe not so great for others, depending on the scene and where you have to move around and how much you need to really see. One thing I like a lot is you don't have a thick bezel around this, if you look right in here, and it gives you more screen, less bezel, and that makes it look really good as well. And the kickstand is great. You can adjust as little as you need or as much as you need, and it stays exactly where you put it. It doesn't go anywhere else. Really nice. I love that. It's supposed to have more processing power, but I can't really tell the difference. And we pretty much, with the exception of a game here and there, play mostly native Nintendo games on these. It's very, very pretty. I think the white is much prettier than the black, honestly. And it looks pretty classy if you ask me. I like it a lot. Okay, so the big question, do I recommend the Switch OLED? And I would have to say yes and no. It all depends on your gaming preferences. So if you play with the handheld mode, yes, definitely you would love the display. Another good thing that I really like is the kickstand. Demonstrate here. This is so much better than the last one, which I really didn't use much, but this is a little more sturdy than that, and it also has enough tension that it will stay wherever you place it. So you can have it at any angle you need, which is super cool. Excellent, especially if you're in a plane, you're on a train, in a car. Perfect. On the other hand, the gameplay for me felt exactly the same as before. I didn't notice any difference. This does cost $350, which is pricier than the old Switch, and when you think about it, Switch Lite is only $150. So again, it's all preferences. And every time Nintendo puts something out, we always hope that there's much more improvement over what we already have. But in this case, I would say the biggest improvement is the screen, which is beautiful. But I don't think the screen is a big enough change, again, unless you take it on the go and you want that vibrance, to actually switch over. And knowing what I know, if I hadn't gotten this the way I did get it, I probably wouldn't have purchased it. Because as pretty as it is and as beautiful as the screen is, it's basically the same Switch for me. And that again is because I play it on the TV. I never play this on the go. Again, everything comes down to what you enjoy and what you prefer. And maybe you just like getting the newest of each console. And many people do that. The Switch OLED does have 64 gigs of internal storage, and you can always put a micro SD card in there too for extra storage. So as far as storage goes, that's great. And as far as the SD card goes, you probably will want to purchase one of those with this. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. The resolution is actually the same. You get up to 1080p docked and up to 720p in the handheld mode. But even though that's the same, the OLED screen makes the visuals feel much better than that. In my opinion, you need to sit down and look at what you have and how you use your current Switch and decide, do I really want to spend that extra money to get this? Now, I will say this. If you happen to want to upgrade, but you really don't want to spend that much money, you can always take your existing Switch, a few games, maybe a few controllers, and go trade them in and see how much you can get. You can even call ahead and ask them. And if you are a member of certain places, you get a little extra for those trade-ins. Maybe you'll just get it all paid for with your trade-ins. It won't be an ouch moment for you. So there are definitely ways that you can get this. So what are your thoughts? Did you buy the Switch OLED, or are you waiting to see what everybody else thinks? Or you just don't care? Also, because this is a brighter screen and certain games take more brightness than others, you may not get as long of a battery life as you might like with certain games, for instance, Breath of the Wild. And others may last much longer. So that's just something I guess we have to see as it plays out. That is all I have for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope it was helpful. And as always, have a game-tastic day.